Serious ignoring politicians, industry, or billionaires. What is the best way for one person to chip away at their own 30 tons of CO2 each year? Years ago, a friend shared an analysis he found of the environmental analysis of the impact of having kids. They were pondering cloth vs disposable diapers. Interestingly, the biggest impact was basically living closer to where you work and where their activities are, so you drive less. Insulation of your home, working from home more frequently, driving an energy effort car if you drive a lot. Isn't the whole individual footprint just a very well done campaign to move responsibility to us rather than the companies doing 95 of it? Plant a forest worth of trees. I heat my home with a rocket mass heater. I think this cuts about 15 tons per year. Having infrastructure to bike to work or promote remote working for applicable jobs. Switch off unused lights, appliances, walk or bike to short distances, use public transport. Edit, unused appliances. Transport is the biggest contributor for individuals. Using public transport wherever possible and having an efficient car will make the most difference. Electricity usage is surprisingly little. Things like turning off light bulbs only saves a few watts per hour, and with how much electricity comes from renewable sources, you're actually saving very little CO2. Buying certain products will have a noticeable effect. Things like Teflon PTFE produce 16 kg of CO2 per 1 kg of material produced, so using lots of non-stick products does have a significant effect. Reducing flights is by far the largest impact you can have on your own footprint. I work from home and I don't own a car. I suspect I produce way less than that already. Don't eat animal products is easily the biggest impact one person can have on their own. Making use of public transportation rather than owning a car would probably be the biggest one on an individual basis. A bus or a train, it puts more CO2 emissions than a single car, but it holds substantially more people. Better still would be riding a bike. But I know that's not feasible in small towns where things are very far apart or cities that aren't bike-friendly. 30 tons? What the fuck? Well, for you it's easy then. Act like a normal human being. The world average is 6.5 tons. If that's truly your absolute number one priority, don't have kids. Anybody else donate to Ren? I try many of the personal ways of lowering emissions: EV, lights off, heat down, reusable, anything I can find, less plastic use where I can. But with 2x the amount of carbon in our atmosphere compared to pre-industrial levels, sequestration should also be considered. I supposedly cover 106 of my yearly CO2 output with my contribution. This is one of very few Ask Reddit threads where the correct answer hasn't reached the top when I saw it. Hopefully it will at all. This just shows me we are pretty much fucked. 1. Don't have kids assuming they live roughly the same lifestyle as you do. 2. Go vegan. 3. Don't fly on planes. 3a. Use public transport. 4. Exit consumerism, materialistic lifestyle. Switch to a vegan diet. Use public transport. Don't have kids. Probably turning off the AC heating, eating less beef, travel less far, commuting included. Buy local, buy used. Grow your own garden. Buy fresh meats and fruits, vegetables. Anything frozen or canned has a very high carbon cost plus transportation from the factory overseas in some cases. Vote. No amount of skipped vacations can ever compensate for helping elect someone who kills the EPA. Not voting against him counts as helping him.